Hello everyone, this is Nitesh Thaplyar, and in today's video we will be creating a Hadoop cluster. Before we create a Hadoop cluster, we should know what Hadoop is, and before we know what Hadoop is, we should know what is big data. So big data is a huge amount of data that causes a problem in the IT industry, as in every second a huge amount of data is uploading, but there is no such device or storage that can store that much amount of data. To solve this problem, a DFS concept came into the market. DFS stands for a distributed file storage. It splits the data, huge data, into a chunks and then distribute that splitted data into different servers. Server we can say in a simple word, a computer that has a RAM, storage and CPU. The software that uses the concept of DFS is Hadoop. So in Hadoop basically we deal with three types of nodes. One is master node, that is also called a data node. One is slave node, master node is also called a name node, and a slave node is also called a data node, and one is client. So when these all nodes are connected with each other, they form a cluster known as Hadoop cluster, and that's what we are going to create today. So I will start with my master. Before we start our demonstration, we should have two software files installed in our system. One is Hadoop and one is JDK. You can see I have already downloaded a file, these files in my system. Now I have to install them. To install, just add on RPM. File name. Press enter. It's already installed. So I will now install Hadoop. Hadoop I have to install using force because it will cause conflict. Hadoop is also installed. To check whether Hadoop is installed or not, run a command Hadoop version. Here you can see the Hadoop 1.2.1 version is shown. This means the Hadoop is successfully installed in our system. Now we have installed our software files. Now we have to create a directory. I'm naming a directory master. To check whether a directory is created or not, here you can see one directory master is created. Now after we created a directory, now we have to go inside our directory Hadoop. In Hadoop we can see one file named hdfs site.xml and one file named core site.xml. These are two most important files that we need to configure. Let's just start with Hadoop hdfs file. I'm using the editor vi. Initially you can see only two tags. One is configuration tags. We have to configure our this hdfs file between these configuration tags. Let's just do, I will property, I will name with the DFS, that is distributed file storage. It's a name node, so name directory close. Now I will give a value to it. In value, provide the name of directory that you just created. Close the property. Now in the same way, configure the core site. In the name I will give fs dot default dot name. And in value I will be providing the IP with the protocol HDFS. HDFS is a protocol used by the Hadoop that stands for Hadoop Distributed File Storage. And I will provide the IP 0.0.0.0. This IP tells that everyone with any IP can connect with me, and I will use a port number 19001. I will save this file. Now after we have configured our both HDFS and core file, now what we have to do is we need to format the directory that we just created. We have to only for the one time we have to format the directory. Now we are going to format the directory that we created. Using the command hadoop name node format, it will ask us if you want to format or not. Yes, it is formatted. After the file is formatted, we need to start the service of master or name node. To do that, hadoop daemon.sh start. I am asking my hadoop to start my name node. Name, and now to check whether the name node is successfully launched or not, type the command jps. Here you can see the name node. This shows that the name node is successfully launched. Now I have to configure my slave node. In the slave node, go to the Hadoop directory. Before going to Hadoop directory, just create a directory. I'm naming this directory as a slave. Here just check directory is created or not. Here you can see a slave directory is created. But a point to be noted here that in slave node we don't need to format this directory. So directly we will just go and configure the HDFS and core file. Here you can see HDFS file and there is core file. We only need to configure this core file. First, let's first start with HDFS. VI is a code editor. I have to configure it. The code is almost same. There are only little changes. Here I have to give a data node. Close the name. And I will give the value of the directory that I just created, that is named slave property. Now I will save this file. Now I have to configure a core file. In core file, in core file there is an fs dot default dot name. It tells that I am providing my storage to the name node, and I will give the value and HDFS. So now here I have to give the IP of a master, and by chance I have created this Linux terminal on the top of AWS. So I will go to my AWS and check my master IP. I have copied my master IP. Now I will save my master IP or copy my master IP here, and using the port number 901. Now I will just close the value and close the upward T. One time just cross check so that there will be no error. I I will just save this file. Now I have configured both HDFS and core file. Now I have to start the service of data node. All commands are same. You don't need to learn the command. I will provide the link in my description box. From there you can see all the commands that I am using. Start. Only thing you have to change here is data node. Earlier we used the name node. Service start. To check JPS. Yes, you can see it is successfully launched. And now what I will do is I will launch one more slave node, but that slave node I will launch from my OS, that is my Linux. In my Linux I have already installed Hadoop code files, Hadoop and JDK files. In every terminal you have to install that files. I will go inside Hadoop directory. Be careful with the typo. ls. You can see there are many files. One file is site.xml and another core.xml. We need to configure that files. Let's just directly go inside. I am using a Vim editor here. HDFS. Here I will do. I will insert my property. Name I will use DFS dot data dot dir and click. Oh, first we need to create our directory name of directory. We just forgot to create directory. No problem. Just save this file. We will come back again here. I will create a directory. Name slave 2. Just check. It is created now. Here you can say the directory is created name slave 2. Now we have to go back. After name we have to give a value. In value give the directory name that we just created, that is slave 2. And this property. Close. And we save this file. In the same way we have to go inside. So to configure core file. And providing this to me node close. That view. Here also we have to give the IP of master. Copy the master IP and paste it here using the port number 9001 and just close the value. Close the property. Now both files are configured. Let's just start our data node service. Same command. Now let's check it is launched or not. Here you can see it is launched successfully. Now we have launched one master and two data node. Now I have to launch one client node. In the client node, we don't need to configure HDFS, we only need to configure the core file. Directly I will go inside my Hadoop directory. Yes. We only need to configure this core site.xml. We don't need to configure HDFS because we don't need to start a service here. Client is only used to upload data. I will directly go inside the code. I have to configure here. Property, I will give name. The name I will give fs.default. It shows that I am connecting to the name node. I will close the name. I will give the value, that is the IP of the master. And the port number. And everything seems fine. Yes. Now I will run the command hadoop data admin report. Here you can see it is telling me the two data nodes are connected with me, and the one data node has provided me the 9.99 GB, that is almost 10 GB, and another data node of IP, this you can see that it shows IPs also. IP has provided me the storage of 56.9 GB. The total storage now data node master node has is 56.89 GB. We can also check this from a web UI. Go to the browser and paste the IP of the master with the port number 50070. And when you press enter, paste the IP and use the port number 50070. When you press enter, it will open the web UI version. Here you can see the total capacity, that is the size of a master node is now 56.89 GB. We have seen in the terminal also, and it can also show me how many live nodes are there. Here it can see that there is two. One is localhost, that is my OS, Linux OS, and one is IP this is which I launched in AWS. One has provided me the 9.99 GB and one has provided me the 46.9 GB. So that's how you can form a cluster in the Hadoop. That's all. Thank you.